right. Shalom. This is the brothers of GMS, Louisiana Saints, the New Orleans, and some of the brothers from Baton Rouge coming at you with another live lesson. But before we get started, as always, we're going to give all praises, glory, and infinite honors to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well, and peace and salutations to you sincere Akim out there, pushing this word of truth and sincerity to the four corners of the globe. May your brothers endure to the end. Shalom.
Shalom.
Hey, it's another day prophesying in this wicked kingdom, Babylon the Great, which the majority of these people know as the United States of America, ruled by the basest of men, the lowest of the low, the heathen nations, these Edomites, so-called white people. Apostle Tahar has in 2022 to be the year of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, turning things up. And we can clearly see that things have been turning up exponentially from prophecy, from things brothers are going through in their daily life, just on every single level. And it's going to continue to do so. And the times we're coming into, we aren't coming into any good times. Good times are going to come when Yahweh Shai returns to save his elect and establish the kingdom of heaven. But the times we are coming into times of Jacob's trouble, which, brother, Jeremiah 30 and 7 real quick. Hey, as it's about to say, and Daniel 12:1, as Jeremiah 30 and 7, and the Daniels we're going to going to say, these times we're coming into ain't going to be a walk in the park.
Book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
Alas, for that day is great, so that there is none like it. Hey, the time of Jacob's trouble is going to be unlike any other time in human history. Think of any horrific thing that's ever happened. Of course, the flood during the times of Noah, 70 AD, the transatlantic slave trade, World War I, World War II, all the way up until today, aren't going to hold a candle to the times we're coming into in Jacob's trouble. Where the Most High, hey, this is the last time the nation of Israel is going to be chastised before the kingdom. And then in the kingdom of heaven, there's going to be peace. There's going to be peace on the entire earth. So the Most High is about to open up his armory, just let everything down. As you like to say, hey, the Most High is going to be the only one left in the heavens. He's everybody coming down to get that work in. Hey.
It speaks about that in Revelation, man. About the like over a million, right at 1 million angels. They're gonna be busy on planet Earth, man.
And the Most High been letting a lot of things slide for prophecy, for the elect to wake up and everything to get in order. And while that's been taking place, what the Most High's been setting all the pieces in place for World War III, the famines, the pestilences, the race wars, all these things. So when the Most High gives that go ahead, that foot on the gas pedal is going to go straight to the metal, and it ain't going to stop until it meets him and the elect are beamed up on the chariots. And then after that, the elect are going to come down and start kicking even more ass. But hey, until then, hey, like we always say, hey, we won't know who the elect is until we're getting beamed up on the chariots. So it would behoove you right now to be in the right spirit. Be in the right spirit, doing everything you can to cross your T's and dot your I's to make sure you're in good with the Heavenly Father, because we don't want to get caught up in that smoke that Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai is about to bring.
You got that? Oh, yeah, I got it.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah, but real quick.
Got it.
Back on what you said about the Most High, been letting a lot of things slide. It's 2 chapter 15, verse 7 and 8. It says, therefore saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves.
And we're talking about Elisha, a great demon-like power, a man of war, as it says in Exodus chapter 15. The Most High is saying, I will not hold my tongue any longer, holding their wickedness, which they profanely commit. And the Most High been slowing things down, letting everything, all the pieces get into place. But what does it say? I believe in Galatians, think that just because the Most High is slack and bringing judgment, the Most High is not slack. Peter, if you can get that from the book of Shah. Hey, everybody's thinking since it's been thousands of years since the Most High really showed like that hardcore spiritual power, like the plagues in Egypt, the Red Sea getting split, and hailstones getting cast from the sky, or even the flood, that people believe the Most High doesn't exist, that this is just a fairy tale book, and it's just, that's nothing. I can do whatever I want. I can do as thou wilt. And the Most High, hey,
This is 2 Peter 3, I'll start at verse 8. It says, "But beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day with Yahweh is as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is as one day."
hey, to the Most High, 1,000 years is as one day. 1,000 years is one day to the Most High. So people have been committing iniquity and wickedness for thousands, hundreds of years, and nothing's happened. And because we're down in these human bodies, that's like a lifetime. You read in historical documents, several lifetimes. Oh, thousands of years ago, I can't even imagine how far that is. Everybody that existed back then are chemtrails right now. But to the Most High, that's only been a day. In some cases, a couple of hours in a day. So to the most, imagine you just seeing somebody breaking into somebody's house, breaking into your house, somebody beating your children, doing all that, all in the span of a day. You ain't just gonna forget. You're literally waiting there to just let loose. So that's how the Most High's feeling. And as a brother brought out, what was that in 2 Ezra 15, the Most High is no longer gonna hold his tongue as concerning their wickedness. He is about to put foots to asses and fists to face.
It tells you in Ecclesiastes 8:11, since sentence is not executed speedily, these people just continue to do more and more wicked.
What I'm thinking.
Oh, kind of.
Yeah, I got you.
But it says this in verse 9, "Yahweh is not slack concerning his promise, as some men count slackness, but is long-suffering to us, not willing that any should perish."
Long suffering to who's that us word? Is the elect, so they can get right. We're in this grace period right now. But think of a grace period in the world. When your landlord tells you, look, you got a grace period to pay your rent, does that mean you're just not going to pay the rent? You're going to go spend all your money on a football game, on some Jordans, on some hoes, on some drinks and all that? No, you got to pay your light bill. You got to get that money in order so you don't get your ass kicked out. And that's what it is right now. We're in this grace period to get ourselves right, to get all our personal problems that afflict us out of the way, get that in check, get ourselves, our bodies underneath ourselves. So when that judgment comes, hey, we can be found be justified in the sight of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. So the death angels can pass over us. So we get that tawah, that mark of exemption on us. Just let the spirit.
The Lord not coming to the elect. The Lord wouldn't go that number. Get our shit together. Okay? In Revelation chapter 7, verses 1 through 3, real quick. God. That is spirit, bro. That is spirit. It says, "And after these things, I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree." Verse 2, "And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power. And he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels, to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea." Here's the point. "Saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads."
And it's looking like if the elect haven't been completely sealed yet, that they're damn near close to it. Because what do we see? Euphrates River drying up,
right,
which is a major part of the battle in the Valley of Jehoshaphat, the War of Armageddon. You got Putin in Russia talking big shit with those nukes, which we know that North Country, God, hey, they're going to be the major player in coming against this horde Babylon during World War III. And of course, we can't forget what? That C-HIP implant, that charagma, which every day in the news, you're hearing more and more about it in the mainstream news. What's taking place on the 30th of this month? Elon Musk is supposed to be doing the first human trial of the Neuralink brain implant. That charagma, the right hander in the forehead.
And don't forget about the diesel shortage. The
25 days.
The 25th. Diesel's supposed to be out. Gone. Like poops, gone.
And if those reserves run out, if you don't have diesel, you don't have anything. You need the diesel trucks to bring gasoline to the gas stations. You need the diesel trucks to bring food. The diesel trucks need diesel to run. And
those machines that run the harbor, them boats, every equipment machines that pick up the containers, they run on diesel. The fucking the big ass boats you see that go from one country to another country, guess what? Diesel. Engines are diesel. Even in locomotives, me and this brother were talking about it about 2 weeks back. You know, I still gotta put it up there.
Oh, yeah, video,
I gotta get another battery from my computer. That's why I ain't put it up there yet. But
Yeah.
and this brother talking about they got a shortage on coal. Guess what? Guess what run on coal? Trains. Trains run on coal and diesel most times. Twin the dual engines, man. So these people fucked. Airplanes.
Yep.
Right?
all forms of transportation.
Mostly run off
Ships.
the heart of it is
The
diesel.
heart of it is diesel.
Detroit engines, Cummins engines. All right? Big industrial cat engines that run on diesel.
All your import comes by way of diesel.
Everything.
And America is a what? An import.
Consuming country.
They export. Yeah, they consume.
Consumers.
They get it in.
Yeah, with the Mississippi, back in what you were saying about the Euphrates River, that's
God,
why
God.
Mississippi River,
Drying up.
it's low.
It's low. It's low.
A lot of them barges are getting beached because they can't, because the water's too low to move. And that's got a lot of goods that travel on the Mississippi too.
That's Eat doing that too. The core engineers doing that shit. They, you know, Bonnie Carroll Speedway.
Yeah.
See, that bitch dry. You can walk on it. You know, I've seen them get a special head with the news reporters walking on the Bonnie Carroll Speedway, like walking on the ground. It's not water. Like one part of it back there, it's not water anymore. It's ground.
The flamingos show that too. They be standing like in the water. They be down there on the ground. You know, with the long legs.
Yeah.
They be down there standing on the ground.
He said, "Oh, what would the water be if there's water? He's like, well, it'd be over our heads.
Yeah.
Like it's like to that beam right there."
Yeah. Shit. Yeah. I was working on the docks this week. I think that was Wednesday. And we went on the docks to build a scaffold. And we looked out in the Mississippi River. And half of that sand and all that dirt, it came all the way into all the way where the water used to be, and it came all the way in, man. The water's being sucked in. It's a large one, but he's playing his part in it too, man.
The Lord used you so.
That's right.
But let me I'm gonna just get one to back you up myself real quick. This is Jeremiah 14 and 22. Are there any among the vanities of the Gentiles that can cause rain, or can the heavens give showers? Art not thou he, O Yahweh, our power? Therefore we will wait upon thee, that thou hast made all these things. But the point I want to harken in on, just to back up what you were saying, hey, we know Esau's got his ways to do weather manipulation and cause floods, but as it says, are there any among the vanities of the Gentiles, heart, any of these other technological innovations they have that can cause rain, or can the heavens give showers? Art not thou he, O Yahweh, our power? It's ultimately through the will of the Most High. He gave Esau the mind to create these things, to do these things, just to do what? To fulfill prophecy. At the end of the day, it all goes back to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. And this is going back to what we're going into, the times of Jacob's trouble. The Most High putting all the pieces into play to bring about this great death and destruction and misery and horror upon you people out here, you wicked people.
All things considered, what you're looking at, like the scriptures say, that you'll consider these things perfectly when in the latter end. Huh? So now all these things lining up to tell what? The end of a wicked kingdom. All right? And this is what happens, all right, at the end of a kingdom. You have famine by the way of food. All right? You definitely getting the famine in the word. Okay? You're getting food shortages, gas, any forms of livelihood is being what? Cut off. So now it's gonna get to a point where the people gonna have to depend on the government, which the government is already putting them in a position to what? Cripple them.
Right.
Once you get crippled, you're gonna have to depend on us, and then we just gonna what? Take your life from you.
Right.
Hey, ancient Egypt with Joseph, that 7 years of famine hit, and they literally sold everything. They ended up selling
They
themselves.
sold themselves.
And what's that ultimately going to be in this time, in this modern day spiritual Egypt, getting that charagma?
Yeah. Because of the great dirt.
Right.
Yeah, when you go into that word dirt, it means famine, man.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Then with like you saying, with all those different like famine and everything like this, pestilence comes.
Pestilence
Pestilence
comes.
hits You know, those locusts and everything, they eat the crops.
There we
That
go.
it's a wrap.
Hey, the bird flu,
Yep.
killing off chickens and turkeys, that's a pestilence that's going to what? Play into a famine. Everything is working in a perfect, vicious cycle. Indy, one calamity is going to play into another calamity. It's going to play into another calamity.
Yeah. We're in a season of shortages.
Yes.
All of a sudden, though.
Yeah.
Because just last year, or year, you know, prior to there, ain't no shortages of nothing, right?
Right.
Now all of a sudden, the shortages is just overwhelming.
Yeah.
And this don't plague nobody money. Nobody
Prices are
sees
going
nothing.
up. Inflation.
All you hear people doing is complaining. The complaints are skyrocketing. All right? But complaint ain't gonna do nothing. It's still going down, man.
Yeah.
Things are still happening. Go ahead,
But
brother.
I was telling them, funny, you know, I just went over there to the other camp to do something, and San Antonio talking about the same thing over there. Correct? And pretty much this particular, you know, we get into the heavily into the winter, as you can see the coats and everything, and like this brother been going into, the shortages is just gonna drop you motherfuckers on your head. Now we are a week away from Thanksgiving. And I don't see you niggas gonna be drunk out, man. Like I told the brothers over there. I don't see you niggas running to the store to get them chitlins, which I call them doo-doo noodles. Y'all niggas ain't going out here and get them. The turkeys, I passed the store, the turkeys, steak high as I ain't seen inside the ice box. Niggas hurt.
They get it, yeah. They can't afford it.
Can't afford it, or they don't have it.
They don't have it.
I think that a statistic came out saying 70% of Americans are cutting back on half of what they would do
Yeah.
during previous Thanksgivings, and I think around 20% said we ain't even doing it because we can't afford to.
Yeah.
And then they got a new hashtag, all that bullshit called Friendsgiving, where a bunch of people are just gonna get together and buy a Pizza Hut pizza and call it a day.
Then you got the article that came out that Americans, on average, the percentage of Americans only have $100 for Thanksgiving. No. The world, like they took up a percentage.
Wow.
So they're thinking of skipping Thanksgiving, so they gonna sacrifice Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
so they can probably put more money towards
Side.
Christmas.
Yeah.
But your bill's still coming.
Yeah.
Everything's still coming, man.
Them electric bills ain't going.
Them electric bills ain't going nowhere. With this Genesis 41 and 53, got it, brother. In the 7 years of plentiness that was in the land of Egypt were ended, and the 7 years of dirt began to come.
As you went into the dirt,
Famine. According as Joseph had said, as you went into
and we know 7 means completion.
completion. And the dirt was in all the lands, but in the land of Egypt there was bread.
Hey, because back then, Joseph, during that 7 years of plenteousness, had built things up. And we know a lot of these government agencies now have been stockpiling. They got warehouses full of food and everything right now. Why? For the times we're coming into. So when you people are begging and dying out here and starving, hey, come to this FEMA camp right here. You walk up there, they pull out that little skate. Wait,
Yeah.
there's nothing working. You need to step to the side
I'll take care
and
of
get seated.
Get down.
Then you can come in here.
And while they were doing that, simultaneously they made it illegal for people to collect rainwater.
You can't even, you're considered an eco-terrorist if you have a garden in your front yard now.
Yeah. So you're making it illegal for people to grow their own food, and then you're hoarding all the food at the same time. The same thing you can do.
Hey, y'all notice, y'all probably trying to remind you, but remember when the C-19 happened, the first thing they hit the stores with was Trader, what do they call it? Tractor Supply, Walmart. They took all the seeds out of the stores. Man. You had no seeds. You couldn't grow nothing. And even if you wanted to, when all hell breaks loose, you can't sit there and wait for a damn plant to grow. You don't have to be hungry. Man. All right.
Shit, they had a movie, they had one of those post-apocalyptic movies called The Survivalist.
That's right.
And it was a dude living in the woods, and you don't know what happened in the outside world, you just know something happened. And he was a vegetarian. His whole thing was growing crops and stuff, and a lot of them would fail, and he'd get a few, but then people came through the woods, and they saw his crops, kicked that shit over and started killing people because they wanted meat. They wanted that meat. They didn't want no plants, they wanted meat. And we know according to the scriptures that cannibalism's coming back in a big way too.
It says, and when all the land of Egypt was famished, the people cried to Pharaoh for bread.
Hey, go down to Egypt for help.
And Pharaoh said unto the Egyptians, going to Joseph, what he said to you do. So the time coming in where you're gonna go to the man that has all the bread, because they holding up all the like you said, those ports and different things. They are
Big
holding up
government facilities.
right. They're holding it up in government facilities. So once these people need to eat, whatever the people that got the food tell them to do, they gonna do, man.
Hey, that they may neither buy nor sell. Hey, get food, travel abroad, get a job, do anything save he that had that charagma. That's gonna be the end all be all if you want to keep continuing in this society. And a lot of people are just playing it for a joke right now. And
Pressure been applied.
as they say, pressure bust pipes.
Can I read you this out of the article?
Kind
This is an article out of the Universal Basic Income. Like Kaya was saying, the force play is coming, man. To the shortages has already happened. But the Bible says these are the beginning of family. The beginning of family is a shortage. Ultimately, nothing is left on the shelf. Okay? So in this article, it states, as rolling lockdowns, and that's coming also, more lockdowns is coming. It says that as rolling lockdowns and economic sanctions commence, okay, citizens will be permitted all their previous freedoms to travel and gather in stadiums and public venues as long as they provide an ID showing they were inoculated with all mandated C19 vaccinations. In Canada, detainment camps are being installed in all provinces and territories.
And they've been built since 2020, 2021. And over in China, Salakia,
Go ahead.
over in China right now, they just passed a whole new host of health apps on the phones with a green checklist, a red checklist, and a yellow one. And it's like, if you're green, you're good to go. If you're yellow, 1 week of isolation. You red, 2 weeks of isolation. And you can find videos out there. The brother Bakar Amat did a video showing that they got those camps going over there. Like a Moabite lady was crying. The hazmat dudes, looking like they're from the crazies, was dragging this hoe by the hair, pulling her into the ship. And an Edomite reporter was over there, and he went to a restaurant, and he wasn't sick, but he happened to be in the vicinity of somebody that got the red mark. So they took his ass and threw him into a detainment camp for 2 weeks. And then when he got out, he wanted to go celebrate getting out with the state. He wanted to go to a hotel, but then he was like, what if somebody in there is sick? I don't want to go back there, so I'm gonna just get to go. So that psychologically prepared that prepared him to be like, look, I'm gonna just go along to get along. So how much more?
Oh, so I dropped a video a couple of weeks back, about a month now. They'd already been preparing it in Australia. The next big lockdown happened, man. They already said if you don't give you 3 days to get the hell off the street. If they find anybody on the street, they're gonna light your ass up like a Christmas tree, man. All right, when they get these soldiers, these different kill squads to hit these streets, man. All right, automatic machine guns. I'm talking, y'all motherfuckers be talking about, oh, that's a so and so gun. No, they gonna have a real shit, real military grade, fully automatic, light machine gun. It's gonna with armor piercing rounds. It's gonna tear your ass up, man. Like this person, they're gonna snatch you up like the crazies, drag you into some wild magical Walmart horror flick, man. All you niggas, you watch this shit on TV, hostel and shit. You gonna live in a hostel. All right?
Yeah.
This shit finna get, you better buckle your ass up, man. You better buckle up.
They're gonna be jabbing you in more than one ways in those detention camps.
Yeah, you're gonna have way more problems than just not eating, man. That ain't gonna be the end all be all. You got the movie.
Ooh, you gotta put that on camera.
Yeah, they
Look
come.
on camera, man.
Oh God, no.
You got the movie Platform, as we watched when we was in Dallas. Y'all brothers, y'all was up watching it?
Yeah.
The movie Platform is getting to the point to where the food wasn't coming through, what, 3 to 4 days, man?
See it on
You
the.
gotta eat.
That's the average time Ace and Luke go around to these major
There you go.
They had like 400 levels,
Yeah.
and the food was done.
300.
300.
300.
And the food was done on the platform by level 70.
By level
So if
70.
if you were below that, then what are you doing? Resort to cannibal.
They just were jumping out. You saw bodies falling out. But this, you finishing that?
That's how they gonna break the will of the people, though.
Yeah.
The same way. By your stomach, you're gonna starve you out, man.
They
You
had
gonna willing to do anything? gonna do whatever comes to your mind, man. In the midst of hunger, the mind plays tricks on you, man.
It said that Pharaoh sent all the people to Joseph, and he said whatever Joseph said to do for the people in order to get the food, man. It was done. He said whatever he said, do.
First they sold the cattle,
Yeah,
then the lands, and then themselves.
I got it. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead. I got that. I got that.
Hey, back at what you said, in Revelation 13, it says he calls them all. So how do you call someone to get that thing inside of them? You force it.
When you go into the
you starve their ass out. Now you got to come back. I ain't got nothing else to do.
Yeah.
You see the little kid, the little babies, that's crying and everything like that.
What I'm gonna do?
What I'm gonna do? I got to feed them. You know?
if I could say real quick, that devil, Henry Kissinger, had a famous quote where he said, if you want to control nations, you control the oil. Diesel shortages coming, bringing the nations to their knees. If you want to control people, you control the food.
Yeah. It says in Canada,
There's one thing, they have major people prone to needing fast food, needing boxed meals, bagged up meals already, man. It basically, what is it? Prep you, fatten you up, made you all plump, made you get all the sugars and dainty things.
obese.
You know, live life cool. Right now, look, you can go get what? You can eat literally 5 times a day if you want to.
Yes.
And all of a sudden, these folks just gonna cut you off, man.
They weaponize that shit.
Yeah.
Weaponize
Food
it.
is the weapon. Yeah.
They using food as a weapon against you. Man. I'm like, come on, bro.
And look, we just come from Dallas. Well, Texas as a whole, the fattest state in America, man. Everybody, look at everybody out there from one end of Texas to the other, everybody fat and plump. Down here in New Orleans now, y'all people used to be thin, had a seafood diet, now everybody fat and cheesy and out of weight. And it's like I said, they do you like a cow, fatten you up and get you ready for the slaughter, man.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna be slaughtered, or you gonna be doing the slaughter. In the way of what? Cannibalism, man.
Right. The scripture says. Go ahead, brother.
You niggas not gonna even think. A lot of them, you ain't gonna. You bet you can't even imagine what you gonna do. Man. You gonna eat people, man.
And on top of that, there's a drug shortage coming too, like medications and stuff. So on top of being hungry, you can't get your Adderall medication, your schizophrenic medication.
So
So you
top city for that shit. We had a brother in the camp working in one of them crazy houses. I got my people working there right now. All these principals, higher congressmen, all these motherfuckers go to the crazy house, man. Y'all, this is a top city for that shit. Y'all need the Ritalin. Y'all need all those fucking medications to operate and move. Yeah. Oh,
like it and all that shit.
And he so makes all the medicine based on petroleum. So there's a petroleum shortage that affects the medicine.
Everything short.
Everything.
everything.
God, finish it off. It says, in Canada, detainment camps are being installed in all provinces and territories to coerce people to comply with new plans.
And if I could say with Canada too, if y'all remember, they had the trucker protest up there about maybe about a year ago or during the summer. And what the government started doing was putting policies in place because the truckers, they were just sitting there and people were donating money to them through Cash App and different stuff like that. The government put policies to say, you can't send the money.
That was all.
Restricted.
That was all. Justin Trudeau, this is the nephew of Donald Trump. He froze the assets and all accounts. So y'all continue to do this, freeze your account.
And you got penalized too if trying to do it.
Right.
So what is that going to play into? That they may need to buy notice.
Right.
They gotta work too. The truckers gotta work. So if they don't get paid, they can sit around like they're not the richest people in the world. So they're gonna get to the point to where they gonna start doing whatever they say do. Hey, don't drive the trucks. And like you said, they'll put them on their own payroll. Like, look, we gonna pay y'all, just don't drive the trucks. This is what he do, man.
He gonna make you try to make
He uniform. You see?
And all these cows and shit. I pay. Come on, man. Somebody come to you right now and say, I give you 25, 30 million to slaughter all your animals right now.
You gonna do it?
Do this shit. That's more than you get
In a lifetime.
Yeah.
Hey, they got to eat too. They got families too.
That's right. But this, you finished?
I'm gonna say, fuck what? Just one John Deere machine. Fucking one of the biggest John Deere machine. That shit about $600,000, man. One.
Yeah, the green car.
How much you think they change the tire on that bitch?
Yes.
Shit, that's big ass
Expensive.
car.
Probably $10,000
Yeah.
for just a tie.
Then I was looking at, oh man, you made me remind me of something. Man. I gotta show y'all something. I was meaning to show the brother Bayan, but man, I didn't know. I fucking just changed the 18 all the bitches like $400.
That's right. Every machine.
Oh, $400. Dude, sure, he's like, yeah, I paid about $400 for this. My tires,
Yeah.
excellent. And it's about 8 of the bitches on. It's on the tractor part. Man, people, it's wow.
Even with the farmers, you know, they got those, like you say, the big John Deere's for the cultivating. Them niggas still owe money on them tractors and shit. Them niggas leasing, you know, it'll take them years to pay for one of them things, man. Then they got multiple ones to do different jobs, you know, for the cultivate, man. So, yeah, man. But this Nehemiah 5:1, it says, there was a great cry of the people and of their wives against the brethren of the Jews. For their word that said, we, our sons and our daughters are many. Therefore, we take up corn for them that we may eat and live. Some also there were that said, we have mortgaged our lands, vineyards, and houses that we might buy corn because of the dirt.
Just to eat, giving away everything just to eat.
You can't give everything up to eat. Then once you eat what you gave up, you can't get nothing to
You
eat.
gonna buy another meal? You gonna buy another meal with what you gave up?
Yeah, that's a double win.
In Kings, what it say? With the king of Israel, he was walking on the walls and the women were crying. It's like, Lord, give us food. We got nothing to eat. He's like, I can't even help myself, so how am I gonna help you?
It says,
And if I could say real quick, they were selling bird shit. The people were buying bird shit
Bird
to
dung,
eat and
yeah.
cow, donkey brains.
Yeah.
What happened on that movie? On that movie that brought up platform. This old white bitch coming out with a goddamn weenie dog, man. That bitch didn't pick a date.
Moab ate the dog.
Moab ate the dog.
Oh,
Oh, come on, man. That's spiritual. Moab ate the dog. It says, there were also that said, we have borrowed money from the king's tribute, and that upon our lands, and that upon our land and vineyards. Like I said, they still got mortgages on their houses and shit that they selling.
And if you borrow money, you gotta pay it back.
You gotta pay it back. So the king gonna come to get whatever you owe. Right? Because now you can't pay it back and you sold it or try to sell it. Come on, man. You're gonna get thrown in the detention camp. Then now once you in there, everything really free. You can't pay for nothing.
Get the CHI.
Yeah. Ain't no, when you in the concentration camp, your social credit score don't matter. It don't matter at that point.
It's just a number.
You gonna pay that credit back by what? Death, man. What the movie was that they
Put
had
all
to
their
pay
credit on that device.
on that device.
In time.
In time, they had to pay back. It was a movie. They had to pay back. They owed money and they had to go in this. It was like a underground thing
Wait,
that they left.
talking about Squid Games?
Squid Games. All right. Didn't they owe money or something like that? And they went under that. To
Yeah,
get money
they
or
were in
something like
heavy
that?
debt.
There was a heavy debt.
And if you won the game, you get everything.
You get
paid
everything.
back.
Yeah. It says, yet now our flesh, Nehemiah 5:5, is as the flesh of our brethren, our children as their children. And lo, we bring into bondage our sons and our daughters to be servants. And some of our daughters are brought under bondage already. Neither is it in our power to redeem them.
Hey, what does it say in 2 Ezra 16 that you like in tribulations they shall get children?
Yeah.
Oh,
For other men have our lands and vineyards. So other people they got everything that they have to live and suffice them. And on top of that, their children is in bondage already, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, you just might as well just walk the bondage. And that's what's gonna happen. They're gonna go down to Egypt for help, and Egypt gonna keep them.
Hey, you got women selling their daughters' virginities for hundreds of thousands of dollars
The daughters are in bondage
in
already.
times of good. So when your belly is literally touching your back, hey, them kids are gonna be a asset.
Yeah.
Credit.
At least they
Baskin Robbins.
Hey, all 31.
All 31 flavors.
What we live with.
Slinging that ice cream.
32. 32. Nothing done.
Shit.
I know. I got new flavors.
New flavor. on that
Box
thing?
32 flavors.
Box flavor.
Box flavor.
Isaiah 31, verse 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help.
And we saw it in the past. They went down to Egypt for help. The brother bringing out precepts in Nehemiah chapter, for just many examples of when Jake, whoever, was in a tight spot, they went down to the ruling power for help. First, they sold their lands, the cattle, children, and what do you got to sell? Let yourselves. And then once you sell yourself, you got to do whoever you sold yourself to, you got to do whatever they say.
And Jake is ready.
Jake been ready.
Yeah, when you
Look at all these OnlyFans accounts.
Yeah,
out here.
yeah. Oh, the women, of course, but even the men with the C-19 situation. Look how quick they were to just vote. You know, brothers said they had family members that would say, "Well, I ain't taking that." You talk to them a week later,
I would a chick I knew, her and her whole family, they said, "Hey, we ain't gonna do it. We ain't gonna take the jab, whatever." So I talked to the chick about a week later, and she said, "Yeah, my mom called me and said, baby, they said they were gonna fire me from AutoZone if they didn't let me." So I had to get it.
Hey, the majority of women did that.
Made an oath too. To each other.
And like you can see, like certain women I have dealt with, I see it on them now. Like they shit started wearing, but their skin is like it's fading off. And they trying to put other shit on it to keep it like it was. But you done. They even got a booster on top of that.
And some people got 5 boosters out here.
Another thing too, what they doing with these what they call it, independent young women, you single mothers.
Yeah.
They taking your government assistance, your houses, your SNAP benefits, but they mainly taking the vouchers, they Section 8 vouchers, man. And now they just had a woman in New York with a 3-year-old. She went and walked in front of the train, man.
Yeah.
You saw it?
Yeah.
She said because of rent prices, man.
Yeah.
So high. She took a 3-year-old
$400 for 1 bedroom.
in New York. She took a 3-year-old. Hey, she trying to get the easy way out. Going for the train, man. What they call that subway thing? No, they call it something. The train.
Yeah. Oh.
What they call it something in New York? It's something they call it. Like they got a little slang for it.
They just dead now anyway.
But she went jumped in front of that. She walked in front of that thing with the 3-year-old, with the baby, man.
Yeah.
Pressure is on, man.
Hey, but it's gonna be a different. If I could say real quick, it's gonna be a different ballpark than Jacob's trouble, because what's saying Revelation 9, they shall seek death. Shall not find
They shall not find it, man.
Hey, like when that C-19 popped off, like they was on lockdown. You was seeing Jake jumping off top of buildings.
Oh yeah, when it first
He was all in one.
You're right, brother. And nothing had happened.
They just have to stay inside.
Yeah,
That dude stay.
yeah.
It's gonna get
nasty.
Then they go at a nigga like this.
Yeah.
Looking like in Grand Theft Auto when it says wasted and the camera zooms out from
Yeah, bro.
Right, bro.
body at the ground, you see thwap like a comic book.
they
thwap.
bounce off of it.
People losing. It says, woe to them, back in Isaiah 31, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help.
And we know that word woe means destruction. And what's it say in Revelation 14? Hey, everybody that received that charagma is going to get tormented with that fire and brimstone. And also Revelation 16, they're going to get that grievous sore on them. And hey, a lot of y'all people are getting grievous sores and all kind of other shit just from getting the jungle juice.
Yeah, a lot of them dropping dead. Yeah. Heart attacks out of nowhere. It says,
And that sword going to also the cancer is gonna be inside of the body. You know, from taking that thing.
And they're saying,
Lesions and shit.
Yeah.
All type of sores gonna pop up in your body. That's a foreign object, man. Your body trying to fight up against it. You know, like we've been with it to this shit gonna have cyanide in it too. You buck up against the government. You talk about things that we're saying. Hit that button on you.
and you ever saw that movie, The Velcro Experiment? Where the people had the implant in them, the tracker, and if they didn't want to play the game, they pop, fucking snap your spinal column and your brain stem and kills you automatically.
See, that's what the tube is all about. The YouTube is all about now. They down with the program. You don't want, when you talk against things that's going on in society or the people, like we always say down here, you can tell who's running the earth about the people that you can't talk about. You talk about those people, all the alphabet people, and things like that, guess what happened? They try to strike you, cut you off,
Amalek.
cut you off. Then it's gonna get to a point where it's gonna get on the economic level. That's an inside joke. All right. Economic. That dumbass nigga Boosie. But on the economical level, that's the word.
Right.
When you talk about things that we're talking about, they're gonna cut your bank account off. You can't go to your bank account for a month,
Yep.
2 months, a year.
They already doing that,
With
right?
PayPal.
China.
Yeah, in different places. I put the article in there. It said that they people bank accounts are just mysteriously being cut off for no reason. Like it's not even a reason. They're not they're not overdrafting or nothing. It's just like they going there and they just saying they bank accounts completely cut off.
Well, you know what they're doing? They're actually linking you, just like the apostles and that dude Aaron Russo went into years ago. Your body is you as a person, your social security number is linked to the stock market. So when you start doing it, it's on what is it called? It's a bank, Fidelity or something like that. It's one of those banks. You put that code in your social security number in there. You can see from a graph. I went into it. You can see a graph of what you've been doing out your life, how they've been rating you.
Yeah.
So when you start doing and talking about things we're talking about, guess what? They're gonna cut your ass off, man. Because it's all linked to the same thing.
Yeah.
Guess why? That's why the IRS is all linked. All this shit is gonna be linked to the corruption, man.
Wow.
They got hitters now.
They hire 70 to 90,000 armed.
You gotta be able to kill. To work there.
Man, hardball, man.
With vests and everything. If I could say, PayPal just ran a test program to where if people were putting comments and videos on the internet that dealt with economics and stuff like that,
Right.
PayPal would cut off your access to that server. But it got so much heat that they said, no, we're gonna run it back. Hey, they're just waiting for everybody to forget about it and they're testing it so they can fully enroll it.
Yeah.
And then look what happened with Chase Bank. They stopped doing business with Mr. Yee because of what he was saying about Amalek,
They fucked over you.
Andrew Tate,
Yeah, they shut down his payment platform.
the top G.
Yeah, he said, I'm gonna just buy my own bank. Fuck it.
Yeah, but that
Jay
nigga,
can't do that too.
that nigga, him and his father, and they connected to the CIA, man. They're agents, man.
Literally.
It's all bullshit.
Yeah.
Like most of these rap niggas, they number twos too. Most of their fathers and mothers connected to the army, man. They're agents. They've been brought up in a way of how to deal with you people.
Oh, yeah, somebody who's in the military.
All them niggas, man. All them niggas. From Master P, all of them. And all of them hit big.
Yeah.
For some crazy ass reason.
If you show up on Piers Morgan or Tucker Carlson, you juiced in. If you so-called a truth teller, but you're on a mainstream platform,
Medium, that TV.
brain.
Hey, even like you said, going back to that C-19, when it popped off, Esau was saying, look, if you ever received that vaccination, you can forget about the unemployment benefits.
No, man.
No.
That's what happens when you trust agents, right? But
Yes.
And all you niggas got just like General Hunter. You gotta eat. That nigga never heard that nigga say that that time.
I know you gotta eat too.
That nigga gonna take that jab. He gonna take that Corona. This is how a lot of you Jakes was, man.
For
What I
fish
want to
plate.
do is gotta eat. That's for a fish plate and hot sauce, man.
they basically like building their congregation up to take it.
Yep.
That's why they don't teach the truth. That's why they basically come with these arguments like, well, you gotta eat too. They basically telling their congregation like, yeah, just take it.
Yeah, when you, like you said, when you ain't with the truth, you with controversy. Because controversy takes people's mind off the truth. Now they worry about the matter and the fact is people arguing, which goes back to what what it is you call they worry about the shit in the argument, man. People always on, man. I forget the word. Distraction. Yeah. Entertainment. That's what people more concerned with rather than truth. You got it, though.
It says, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many.
Seeing Esau, his power structure right now, even though it's going down, Esau's still in power. So, but they own the government, the banks, the your job. We got to go to Esau for one of all things right now. The dollar's still the reserve currency for now. All that shit.
Yeah, what does it say in Proverbs? Where there's no vision, the people perish. The Lord gave us the vision that this place is about to be destroyed. So we're not impressed with Esau's infrastructure. We don't look to Egypt for help. These people, they don't have a vision. So they're just like, well, look, we gotta trust the government.
And these people were doing backflips the summer of 2021 because things started opening back up again. And Biden came on the news is like, America's back.
Build back better.
Build back. And this dude talking about I wipe my butt. I wipe my butt because he got dementia. You believe in money back, Joe.
Yeah.
Clearly senile pedophile, man.
They was calling them bear shells biting at one time. With nothing on the fucking shelf.
They go to the gas station. Sometimes they put the sign.
The sign.
Biden is the reason.
That's right.
What is it? Let's go, Brandon.
Yeah, Brandon.
Hey, it's getting so bad. Biden's original speaker, Jen Psaki, that Edomite lady, she quit because there's just so much bullshit they were asking her. So they got an Eve up there now asking her, so what's Biden going to do with the economy? What's going on this? And Eve was literally just like, no, like, you tell me.
They had a clip of her the other day. What did they ask her? They asked her, how do you think the gas companies are going to respond to the administration trying to put them out of business? And she said, why would you try to put them out of business? Well, Biden said he wants to do away with the gas. He's like, it should just look like,
Yeah.
it's a shit show, man.
Yeah.
It's nothing but entertainment.
Orchestrated.
Yeah,
Nord Stream pipeline.
That's it.
What the brother saying?
That's right. Hey, like we said earlier, real quick, that coal that you were talking about earlier, that's a part of that, man. You do when you shut the coal down, you want everything electric.
Yeah.
They got fucking buses that's riding around these inner cities. They're saying all electric written across the whole fucking bus, saying all electric.
All electric.
So everything is going to be transferred to the to digital, to electric.
Grid.
Grid. Nah.
It says, and enforcement because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek Yahweh.
Hey, I got a family. You got a family. We got to eat. What are we going to do?
Oh, I got that.
Judges too.
This Lamentation 4:17. It says, as for us, our eyes as yet fell for our vain help. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
Going down to Egypt for help. What does it also say? Our oppressors were swifter than eagles.
Yeah.
So we know who that eagle is, Esau.
Right.
Majority of our people, and a lot of y'all that know you're Israelites and that say you're Israelite, you Hebrews to Negroes to Hebrews, Israelites out there.
Right.
Israelites.
Yeah, like with a wild shit.
Shalom, fam. They're back to Africa, Israelites.
Yeah.
Hey, a lot of y'all are carnal minded. As brothers were just saying, a lot of this is just still entertainment to you. It's a fashion statement. It's just some neat knowledge I can get to stun on another Jake. You aren't really building yourself up spiritually. Understand that we got to put all our faith in Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. And then all throughout the scriptures it says, my servants shall eat. And in famine they shall be good.
Yeah.
Y'all leaning under your own understanding, going under a nation that could not save us.
Instead of not trusting in Yahweh, like it said in that. This Lamentation 5, you got it on the 6. It says, we have given the hand to the Egyptians and to the Assyrians to be satisfied with bread.
And we know who those spiritual Egyptians and Assyrians are. Esau. What did it say for bread?
For bread.
Go to that Egypt for help. Exactly.
It says that there's a bread that afterwards our mouths should be filled with gravel, man. Which we gonna go after that bread, all right? It's gonna be in the peril of our lives, man. Because pretty much at this point, again, they holding up the food. When you go and get the food, all right, it's gonna be a decision you gotta make. All right, you coming to eat with an ultimatum. Hey, you hungry?
Yep.
Look, then they gonna show Jake. You know, Jake home. Jake gonna say, good God.
It's gonna smell good too.
Yeah.
Take this.
Like on a cup.
Jake, give it him.
Yeah. Quick.
Give it him.
Jake put both hands on the table.
Give it him, man.
See, Esau get on the platform.
Give me both.
People say his word is smoother than butter. He's something he just lured you in to get in that jab.
Butter
Even
makes
that-
things taste better.
Yeah, even that guy Yuval Harari, he said the actual taking the other jab. This was to set the stage.
Yeah.
For the whole
It's
thing.
the prelude.
This gives us an opportunity to
You sounded like that
this,
motherfucker.
this gives us opportunity to move to transhumanism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I heard that the jab is pretty much like a two-part thing to basically power it up. When you get it, it's something in the jab
Right.
that goes with the
That graphene.
correct.
Graphene oxide.
Yeah, that actually lines it up to either power it up or whatever it is.
circuits
The
in your body.
circuit to push the circuit screw, man. Boy, they did them.
They did it.
It's something going on with
Yeah.
the jab. It's just bigger than
Bigger
just
than
the jab.
the jab.
No. This
Yeah.
again, this is a part to that carotid.
I'm gonna speak in the best codes I can
Yeah, I'm
right
just
now.
trying to.
In the 80s, you had this one guy come out and say, "Yeah, the
Be
jabs,
careful.
God,
Yeah.
the things that are coming in the future are gonna create crystalline structures in your body that will allow frequencies to make you do whatever they want you to do.
Right.
And A, B, C, D, E, F, G, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, you got the what they call those little the little small little. We did the lesson on it. The little. Yeah, we can't say it. Don. The intex, the intertext.
Yeah, just keep it like
The
that.
intertext symbiotes.
Yeah.
You know, the little people to basically, be able to track and, move around, which gonna be the ultimate thing of it. It says, Lamentations 5:9, we get our bread with the peril of our lives because of the sword of the wilderness. Our skin was black like an oven because of the terrible famine.
Jake get
Hey,
dark.
don't that telling you those Israelites, those with Jake's right there.
Ashy, dried out, ashy hungry.
You got it, brother.
Oh,
Go
man.
ahead, brother.
That's right, bro.
In that lamentation goes back to what? Mourning and woes, man.
Right.
We was lamenting, all right, because the Lord had put us in a position, all right, that was it was unbearable, man. We hadn't known the famine like, during those times, like really to know it, all right, but now the Lord gonna bring it around. This gonna be the ultimate famine. It's gonna be the greatest position of famine we have ever been in. Everything gonna be at what? At its height.
And height,
At its height, man.
climax.
That's why he say this day is gonna be like no other days, man. It says that's good. Got something?
Yeah, I got
That's
something.
the point.
Go ahead, you get it. I got something.
That's gonna read verse 3. It says, now the Egyptians are men and not the Most High.
What was it saying, Jeremiah 17? Woe to him that trusted in the flesh and the arm of man. All of these carnal-minded Israelites and just these people in general out here that think the Bible's a fairy tale book, that there's no spirituality or anything, and especially I hear with some of the side effects of the jungle juice that cuts off your any connection of spirituality you have. So you're just a mindless drone out here.
What was that one guy? I think he was in IUIC. He took the jab. He said,
His faith left
I
him.
can feel my faith leaving.
Lord, that's mercy.
Done.
Man.
Lord, from a shot.
So we can see how a lot of people are getting set up for the okey doke out here. You're hungry, you're brain dead, you're a drug addict, you're a scumbag. So the only thing you know is they got that saying, from cradle to grave, dealing with the government taking care of you from the cradle to the grave. All these people know is just be pretty much a person with arrested development in society, just going to the government with just carnal means for help and everything. So, and you see Esau with his system and his abundance, and it's especially going to look good during the famines. You gone a week without eating, you saw your loved ones die or get eaten, and the army comes with a van or military truck full of spam, ham sandwiches, all that. What you gonna do?
Do you niggas like the tree? They gonna head drop you niggas. Throw it off. Remember how Donald Trump was throwing that toilet paper?
He was like a football
There go my Negroes.
at Ephraim.
Throwing them business. That's how you gonna do y'all niggas, man.
Man, Donald Trump, when that hurricane happened in Puerto Rico, he was down there talking, he's like, and we want to say, we like, Puerto Rico. He was just making fun of Ephraim. He's like, Puerto Rico, And we also like Puerto Rico. You just mocking the fuck out of me for life.
Yeah.
That's how they gonna do you niggas, man. Like y'all worthless pieces of shit. You ever been in, I don't know if some of you ever been in a Mardi Gras. Y'all niggas gonna be acting like them black ass niggas from the Iberville project when it's time to get them Zulu coconut. Nigga, you ever been around that on Canal niggas? They all on your head for that shit, man.
Some bullshit.
Yeah, how y'all gonna be for that food, man? Bread and water. You know? Cause it's gonna get real.
Yes.
Kotex, ain't gonna be no more Kotex out here.
That's another thing.
Ooh.
Oh man.
No STD medication because there's a medication shortage coming too. And I just read an article saying New Orleans is number 11 in the country of highest STD rates.
That's in that Baton Rouge, New Orleans.
Go ahead.
Salaki. I did a video on Louisiana is the lowest place of happiness, and it's
No
it's the
shit.
lowest place of happiness in the craziest place to live.
Wow.
I did a video on. I'm about to pull it up. Pull it out.
Kinda.
It's just gloomy here all
It's
day. It's-
dark all day.
I gotta find it.
They say that like you
Scary. Kinda.
go research Seattle. It's the same way. It's always gloomy and raining down there. People just
Portland, Oregon too.
yeah, people just crazy as hell, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
High suicide rates in Portland because it's like dreary and overcast most of the time.
All the time, man.
Yeah. It might every day in Seattle.
Seattle, you might half the year, 6 months, it's always dark.
Yeah.
It could be 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's dark out
Dark
there
out
the whole time, and then you might have another part of the year it's always sunny. So it's 4 in the morning. It's sunny outside
there. Yeah.
all day.
All day.
That's enough to drive somebody fucking crazy,
Fuck is going on, man?
man. Yeah. You know, they're closer to the. I think it's closer to the equator.
Right. South
Shit.
of there.
But out here, that's all you got. You got meth. You got fentanyl. You got this crazy niggas. Crazy ass.
2020.
Yeah, MD 2020 Mad Dog. Niggas still drinking Mad Dog out here. I just
Old
seen it.
English.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wild.
Wild.
Out Rose.
Yeah.
Yep.
Night Train.
Night Train. Who the fuck drinks?
You on the suicide
Hey,
bitch drinking Night Train.
We'll leave that there. Hey, I was at I went to a Shell station at like 1 a.m. once, and it's bad for Jake down here, but he's starting to feel it too. I saw they got a college 2-lane in Loyola, which are prestigious down here. He looked like an Edomite that went there. He had a thing of Rocky Road ice cream in one hand and an orange MD 2020 in the other hand, just putting that shit on the cash register, and he was like,
Ready to perish.
Yeah.
It's tight. So we got what? We one more month away, all right, from the eve of destruction again. Well, you know, Apostle the Hub might deem it,
Yeah.
you know, whatever.
It's gonna be interesting to see what we're
Boy, 2023 gonna be a motherfucker.
They're gonna be a motherfucker.
got Edomites coming out and saying 2023 is going to be the year from heaven.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be your year to get your clock, your ticket punched, man.
Yep. And that's how bad it is. We're in the spirit of judgment. I mean, the time of judgment.
Yeah.
And Apostle Hart did said it on the video on the live camp that AI predicted the year of 2023 to be pure fucking hell. And the computers, when they do it, you know,
It's a computer back in the day.
Yeah.
They were talking about it's a particular bot that predicts the future, and it's been spot on for a while now. It's been spot on for quite some time, right? And even with the so-called different attacks, the different mock attacks they've been doing, and major things happening in society, it's been spot on and predicting that. That's a part of Esau's program. He wants to be the Most High. We went into that. He wants to predict. He got even down here in the world, they got a program where they can look at you and say, "Oh, 2 years from now, you're gonna commit this crime over here on such and such street on this such and such day because you connected to this person. He's gonna commit a crime." It's like,
Yeah, the Minority Report.
yeah, they got a real program like that.
Yeah. That's all that is. Like you said, man.
But we in them times, man. Shit is real. If you can see,
If
you can see.
there's a big if.
big fucking is. I got you one out. This Judges chapter 10.
Hey, how many of you right now ready to sleep outside right now? Right, I mean,
With
right
cold,
now.
like cold.
Right now, like you can't go inside. Oh, wherever you're trying to go, you gotta walk there right now.
Nobody.
Walk. He just talking about this with the cold itself.
Yeah.
Then you got fucking rain. How you gonna survive with it? It can rain like this, you in the cold. Nothing to eat.
How many of you right now ready, man? Where your mind at? Fuck. It's no gas.
Yup.
I ain't seen a person in three months. I gotta walk. I gotta walk to Baton Rouge. You gotta walk there. You gotta stay out the way off the main road. Shit. Are you prepared for that? That's how it's about to be.
Yeah.
It's gonna be people getting into it, killing and shit. That ain't gonna be a time where it's gonna tell you. It's gonna tell you about. There ain't gonna be nobody. The grass is gonna be grown and go ahead, brother.
Let me read it out.
There's a lot of people.
God,
We'll get back to it. But
all right.
Get ready for that shit.
Yeah. This is 2 Ezra chapter 16, start at verse 22. It says, for many of them that dwell upon earth,
Many of them that dwell upon the earth. And what's it saying, 2 Ezra 5? In that time, many shall be taken in a great number.
Right.
it says, for many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine.
Of famine. And it mentioned all in that 2 Ezra 16, Matthew 24, 2 Ezra 15. Famine is going to be one of the main judgments that the Most High is going to be taking a lot of you people out with.
Right?
And even the famine of word. Because right now, as a person that's on the outside, you supposed to be like the ant. Go to the ant that's slugging. You supposed to be harvesting enough food, spiritual food right now for this cold winter is coming. When all hell breaks loose. Right, bro. Because once it hits, it's it, man. You can't go back and let's replay that. Hey, brother, what's the name of the Lord? What's the name of this book? Get a picture of that. There ain't gonna be none of that shit. Like you come out here and do, man.
And what Yahweh tried to tell that even woman in the world, if you drink from this water, you shall never thirst again. And being a carnal-minded woman, like a lot of you people are carnal-minded, how are we going to eat? You got a family, instead of relying on Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shine, that spiritual water and bread, you want that carnal bread and water down from Egypt.
You better get it. You better eat. You better get. Hey, what they were saying on the platform? You're not gonna eat.
you ain't gonna eat.
And they're looking at it like you're crazy.
What the fuck wrong with you? You ain't gonna eat. That's how we do it
Let's
too.
go in here. Yeah.
That's how the platform finna come.
Yes.
Oh, it's gonna come. And they ain't gonna come back for a long time.
The bite don't come back.
Don't come back.
You better eat right now. Hey, guess what? What they were doing on there? They were eating hates. Them motherfuckers
Hey, yeah.
niggas getting them grapes and shit,
Because you
man.
couldn't store nothing either. That was the catch. They couldn't like
Put it in the fridge.
And what
they couldn't put it in their bed and save it to
Save
eat.
it for later.
And the
All
truth,
eat on it.
and the truth was like
On the
that
spot.
little cake with the glass on top.
On the cake,
What
yeah.
you call it?
It's on the tip of my tongue. The
message.
the Kuna Pay or some
Kona,
shit like
yeah.
that.
Yeah, that's like in the truth. They kept that secret to the side.
Yeah,
Nobody
to the
ate
side.
that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
nobody
saying?
ate it. Yeah.
And remember what his partner told him. They started off on level 70, and they were on like level 40, which was still shit, but they had some food, and he still wasn't eating. He's like, this level is wasted on you. The old man told him because he was still he still didn't want to eat. He was trying to be diplomatic with shit.
Yeah.
I got that scripture for you, y'all.
All right.
This Proverbs 24 says, the sluggard will not plow by the reason of the cold. Therefore shall he beg and harvest and have nothing.
Yeah, so when harvest, when this shit really hits, you're gonna be begging for spiritual food and you can't get it.
Right. The young men and the fair virgin shall faint for thirst.
We way ahead of the curve. We know who the enemy is. We know it's so many things we're going to.
Right.
You see how that fast, we took a movie about torture and stress.
Yes,
Mental
yes.
famine,
Yeah.
all kinds of
And
shit.
spiritual.
And it's spiritual.
Suicide.
The spiritual points to that, man. And we eating right now.
Yeah.
Eating good right now, man. And the Lord said we gonna in that day we gonna make us so we won't eat. A lot of you niggas gonna be out here destitute. The Lord gonna do miracles like he did before. He's gonna make the raven, different animals will come bring us food.
And we saw that in the camp once. Right. We were bringing out that precept. And right when we brought it out, a blackbird, a raven came with a piece of bread in his mouth.
God.
Yeah, man. The Lord show back it up. It's gonna happen again.
Yeah.
Bird's gonna be somewhere in the wooded area or some shit. You might have a deer come up. Right? You might have one that seems your enemy. You know, that's why it's cool to play, you know, be at peace with all men. You might see somebody passing. Oh, that's one of them dudes. Man, I got a can of some such, got some water. The Lord gonna make a way though for his men. But a lot of you other people, it's not gonna be so good for you, man. Because you don't even know what the hell going on. All right? You don't want to. That's another thing. You made a good point.
The harvest is right too right now, right? It's just this word, you know, you gotta get it, man. You gotta get the getting while the getting good. So the harvest is right now for the famine. So it's plenty. Like the Lord said, I'm gonna increase this thing so high. All right, then I'm gonna take it all away, man. All right, fruit ain't gonna be declared no more, man.
We like the
Be
bear.
without truth.
We like the bear and the squirrel. We just packing shit all.
Yeah, everywhere.
Getting all fat, eating right now. Because what happens? They go into hibernation. Shit, we on the 7th floor right now. We're at 144th floor. You niggas still on 300 some floor, man. By the time that bitch get there, it's gonna be empty.
That's right.
This shit hit. We gonna still eat. This nigga made it to where you couldn't take the food off there.
You couldn't take it
It's
off.
gonna get hot and cold, man. That's spiritual.
That's right.
Cause what's getting ready to come? Truth tell you about, it's another truth about
Hey, if I could say, when you said hot or cold, like you can't just, you're either gonna eat or you're not gonna eat. You can't save the food for later and be lukewarm. You gotta do it right then.
another thing that represents that hot, the heat is I think it's going to the another truth that goes to like the missiles with that shit. It's gonna escape. It's kind of escaping right now in the pocket. But you people, you're not ready, man.
Not really. Like you were saying, with this cold, how it is, and when they move the road, that's a that's a very spiritual move. Even the sun with with that big ass waterfall, it's cold as hell like it is out here. They in that big waterfall taking a bath. I mean, Jake got it. Is you ready for that? But this back in 2 Samuel 16 in verse 22.
Real quick.
Okay,
This Jeremiah 8:20. The harvest is past, the summer is ended, and we are not saved. So this harvest is going to end. And we not saved yet. So we gonna need, like y'all can now say, man, we packing shit everywhere. So when that famine do come in the days we don't eat, because we fasting, we doing all those things to solidify us in the day when you can't get these things, when it's a shortage.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
I was just gonna say, if you ever worked in like a gardening thing before, it's hard work.
It's
You
hard
gotta
work.
pick weeds. You gotta make sure the food it's packed right, covered properly. But look, you get to reap what you've sown. You get that plant, you get the harvest and eat. But if you just if the work's too hard, I can't do it. I gotta take my hand off the plow. You're gonna starve. You're gonna die.
What Jake said on the movie Life, he said, your crop won't come in, you go hungry.
Once you beg, you compromise. Because the scripture says, Psalm 37, that I have never seen the righteous forsaken, neither his seed begging bread. So we ain't gonna beg in that day either.
Yeah.
We're not gonna beg the rest of our life. You gotta believe that.
Yeah.
If we those men of the Lord, these brothers stand there alone, myself, other brothers that's in like mind across the four corners, we not gonna beg for nothing, man. The scripture said that. All right? So if we don't beg, we ain't gonna be compromised. We don't need nothing you offering if we don't have to beg, man. No. You gotta do it.
Begging leads you to go on. You ask for to give me that thing goes.
You leading a beggar's life,
Right.
As you said,
Earth
it's
by earth.
just right. You depending upon another man's table, which gonna automatically compromise you out. We depending on the Lord to feed us,
Yeah.
and if the Lord don't, then we gonna die hungry. That's it.
Oh, I think that's a lamentation.
But we gonna die full.
Yeah.
We gonna eat from our enemy and still die. It says, bread of deceit is good to a man, but afterwards his mouth should be filled with gravel, man. It's sweet. Go ahead.
Okay. I got a quick one. This is Psalms 33:19, just to back you up.
Got it, brother.
To deliver their soul from death and to keep them alive in famine.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah. I think another say with and family shall redeem thee from death.
Yeah, that's Job.
Job.
Yeah.
You shall laugh at
Laugh at
calamity.
calamity.
You shall laugh at
Yeah.
Which a famine means it means a shortage, a lack of. It means a lack of bread.
Yeah.
That's what famine means. But bread, we know, going to multiple things. Bread ain't just, what you eat. He even said, man shall not live by bread alone, but every word that proceeds. So bread is more than bread. We talking the word. Really, what we gonna need is this word. So this word is more important than our necessary food. Like Job said, all right?
This Yahweh Shai told that woman at the well, if you drink from this water, you shall never thirst.
You're gonna
again.
never thirst again. So that's bread too. Bread is something that sustains you. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, when all these things happen, our mind is going to be solely fixed on the kingdom. Because when all hell breaks loose, that's the last prophecy.
That's it.
The next thing to come is the salvation.
Yeah.
Like you literally.
Yeah, if the chip is mandatory and you haven't taken it, what's about to
Yeah.
happen? Deliverance.
You'll get this one. Get out of here.
Hey, keep going until they're gonna break it down and then come over.
Like Khan.
They're gonna break it down together.
This one for y'all. One for you. Go ahead, brother.
Go ahead.
Hey,
They got some meat in here.
All right, come. This is Proverbs 9 and 17. One of y'all brothers can get it. Stolen waters are sweet, and bread eaten in secret is pleasant. But he knoweth not that the dead are there, and that her guests are the depths of hell.
You're not getting it the right way.
Yeah,
You're
getting
going
it
in the
right
other.
way.
You're going the other way.
There you
to
go.
get it.
There you go.
Going down to Egypt for all the
God.
stolen deceits, all that. You're not relying on Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. You'll see that is, as I said, it leads to death. And
Yeah.
what's the same Proverbs 21 and 16? Those that wander out of the way of understanding, not relying on the spiritual bread and water, on Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, Savior, you're in the congregation of the dead.
Yeah, your condition mean you gonna die. If you get these stolen waters, which the enemy has stolen waters, man. What they have, right? Everything they got, it was by what? It was confiscated. All right. He's the tab. Then he's known in Job as the tabernacles of bribery. So he the things he have in his house, he gonna bribe the people with. And that's another cut to him to let you know he gonna bribe you with the charisma, man. You see it? Working those miracles, those wonders in the midst of the people, in the midst of the
Put
beast.
smooth words on them.
There you go.
Hey,
Yeah, what is mouth smooth as
But
butter?
Another sign of him is
if I can say real quick, Apostle Ariamla did a beautiful video breaking down about how Jacob supplanted Esau through food. Esau did
There
supplant Jacob.
Oh,
it's like balance.
yeah.
But that's beautiful. Because the Lord
No, he learned it.
jump the spirit out.
Jake rolling, bro. Jake rolling, man. You gonna put that reverse, you gonna reverse it back on it again, man. Now you want to
We're gonna
receive
play that
it.
Uno reverse card on Jacob.
But the Lord said he what? A false balance is abomination to me. So the Lord let that balance come around.
Yeah.
Okay, I tricked you with the food and got life out you. Total life.
He gonna try to make himself equal.
Equal.
Esau supplant, you know.
Yeah,
Supplant something.
equal.
You're gonna supplant your salvation with the food and the Quran.
That's right, man. By the way of the soul. What the cliche go? You get to the soul of a man by his stomach.
Yes.
Or something.
Wait till the man heart.
Oh,
His
it's-
stomach.
In your heart and your spirit, man.
Right, bro.
You know, that's what he gonna try to.
Yeah.
If I can control that, man, by the way of his food, he gonna want the food.
Right.
It's crazy, man. You got it,
They got big stuff.
It all
Jake
starts
love
up
to
here.
eat.
Yeah, it all starts up here. Then I actually get it inside of
They
it.
don't get
I
inside.
have full
There
control
you
over
go.
it.
There you go.
I seen some shit yesterday where these three guys came up with some type of RFID patch that can tell how you healing and your blood.
Oh,
blood
come on,
sugar.
man. That's what.
Yeah,
Yeah, cool. I gotta see that.
yeah, I gotta go put it back up.
Yeah. Damn.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Got it.
Because we're gonna
Yeah, we're good.
close out at 16.
Real quick, this second Esdras,
Point on that 16.
this 15 and 10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. Which we were talking about, Jacob fattened up.
Getting fed up.
Yeah. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before. Yeah, so same plagues, Brother read, that happened in the time of Joseph. Those same plagues, the same
Keep
family.
going on that too.
God,
Where it says, they that till the ground shall mourn.
God. It says, as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that Yahweh shall bring upon it.
Famines, pestilences, and ultimately that ultimate purifying agent in nuclear missiles.
Clean.
They that shall till the ground shall mourn.
Who are tillers of the ground? Farmers. They
Right.
do what? Grow the food. And what?
I was driving with the brother yesterday to go do the Tulak guy.
Oh, you good?
Driving with the brother, go do the video yesterday. I just looked off into the, the whole pad, looked at all this shit. Can't wait for the motorcycle to get rid of all this shit.
God.
It's time looking at
Look
fucking
at this
buildings, street lights,
People.
people, everything. That's the wisdom of God.
Do away with this shit.
Do away with this shit.
Shit, I'm gonna get a copy of that in the kingdom. I'm gonna have a DVD of Moses' destruction. I'm gonna wake up every morning watching it.
every day.
Real, man.
Hey, Lord willing.
See you niggas burning this shit on the real, man.
Brother got a crazy soul.
It says, they that till the ground shall mourn.
Hey, farmers. Hey, that's a whole. We've got the mega droughts taking place in one half of the country, mega floods in another. It's flooding and drought at the same time. So your crops are getting watered out. Your crops are getting dried out. You can't feed your cattle because of the drought, so you got to sell them to get killed off. And then with high diesel prices, they can't plant because they can't afford to. It's
It's still our ideas now. We're gonna have a Babylon exposed.
Babylon Confidential.
Yeah.
Then you got
T-shirts. Bitches on fire.
and then you got, like you said, with all those things going on, you got Jakes that can't even. They don't have a $500 emergency. 89% of Americans don't have a $500 emergency fund to pull out of their bank accounts if they have an emergency. 89%. They don't have a $500 emergency. So if some came up the way they needed $500, they wouldn't have it.
But the treaty.
They can't
the
try
treaty. We see the treaty. Every time a hurricane season comes, you niggas, they got
a state. Because they got gas money.
This bitch is a category 10 coming, and niggas can't leave out this bitch, man. Come on, man. You got them raglan, you niggas got them raglan Oldsmobile and the Malunas that you still got. Them bitches can't make it to goddamn
Bad
Legionsville,
rules.
man.
Bad rules. Before.
Oh, Kenner. I didn't see you niggas on the side of the road. Where you see a nigga? That's all you see.
Been smoke.
Nigga out the car. He look. Nigga over there. A wide. Get out.
A wide look at that bitch.
You see that? Every time with you niggas,
They
man.
say that wild.
Nigga open that door. Long way.
Long way. That's it, bro. That's it, bro. God.
Got that constipation look on his face. Man, fuck. Nigga, you know you ain't put no water in that damn car since you had it. Fuck you mean? What you talking about, man? Them tires fucking from 2008. You been knowing that shit, niggas. Last time to leave, you can't leave.
But you know what Jay gonna say? I'm thugging it out.
Yeah.
And no, you're not. No, you know where I'm going. You're broke, bro.
Now you
broke,
went,
bro.
now you went to the Arab store in the corner and bought some hog head cheese and crackers and hope it get by the category 10. Stupid ass nigga. Nigga should die, man. I see what I'm already killed a lot of you niggas down here, man.
Kill themselves.
Stupidity. It's strange stupidity, man. You know?
Finish that out. That's
Hey,
it.
backing up with y'all, when brother had written it, they should tell the earth. Those farms. I mean, they got a plant out there in Dallasville called Sea Adventures. Produce fertilizer. It's a shortage on fertilizer.
Propane, the Russians fucking closed the market on propane. Man, he gonna freeze your ass off, man. Them forklifts, they bitches run on propane, man. The rusty ass fucking barbecue grills you niggas got, guess what? Propane. You ass out. You know? $500, niggas can't get $500, man, to get the fuck. Come on.
89% of Americans don't have a $500 emergency plan. So the emergency came up, they don't got $500 in their bank account.
Hey, and when the government was giving out those stimulus packages and all that shit, those PP, Jake just fucked all that out.
Jake was splurging. Jake was splurging.
They was burning that shit, wasn't saving a dime of it.
My people went,
shit gone.
my people went and bought a car, lost that bitch in 4 months, man. Ain't paid nothing.
Damn.
Crazy, man. Screwed.
So
bitches and took my car. You know where they get paid on that motherfucking car, man.
You wasn't paying that bill.
They don't pay that bitch. Black bitch back up all the tow truck. Car hooked up and everything. Just back up all the bitch. Rip all the front bumpers. Fuck you. I'm gonna get high in my car in your backyard. Niggas have done all that shit, man. You scat pack niggas. Niggas is crazy.
Right all day.
it says,
Go ahead, my bad.
it says, they that till the ground shall mourn, for their seeds shall fail. Shall fail through the blasting and the hail, and with the fearful constellation.
Right.
Droughts, floods, diesel shortages, all these signs that all these signs and calamities that the Most High is bringing to they fuck up the farmers, they eventually fuck up the store shelves. So you're gonna be asked that out here.
Right.
As I said in the 2nd Ezra 16.
Got you. You do it. You got some more than that.
Last verse, it says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein.
Point blank, woe, destruction to the world, and them that dwell therein. You vain, prideful people out here, and you're about to eat the fruits of your labors, and it's a rotten fruit that you're gonna bite into. Bitch.
The second. Right, bro. The 2nd Ezra 16 and 22. It says, for many of them that dwell upon earth
Many of them
shall perish of famine, and the others that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy.
You don't starve to death, you get killed in a racial skirmish. You know, a martial law troop guns you down with some 7.62. They be shooting Jake with the M203 out here.
Yeah.
You get sent to a concentration camp and tortured to death. You get drafted to go die in the Valley of Jehoshaphat. You ultimately get burned up by these nuclear missiles.
Yeah. You get stomped out by some fucking some rednecks, man. All right? That's what time we're coming into. All the crazies is finna come out, man.
Yeah.
When shit hit the fan. Them welfare queens, they gonna come out. What about me and my baby? What you black ass women, every time some shit going on, you leaving out this bitch for a hurricane. Oh Lord, that's all you hear every time. You bitches gonna hear that day, man. Patting that fucking regular ass beef, scratching. You gonna be doing that shit, man.
Shit, they're gonna be walking up to some Russian troops. All they're gonna hear is "Brezhnev, Brezhnev."
Like that Russian movie,
Yeah.
Tarkov. You're gonna get that Tarkov treatment.
What?
Them boys hard.
They
Hard
hard
body.
body. That's low.
Indeed. You fucking around, man. Fucking around. I'm watching that pig over there.
You over that?
Yeah, he drove all the way around slowly, went over there, now he parked over there. He was proud of it, walk over there.
You did that about 10 times.
Yeah.
Verse 23. And the dead shall be cast out as dung.
You hear that?
And shit.
Shit. You gonna just be dead bodies everywhere, man. People brains everywhere, arms, skin, flesh, brain matter. Niggas ain't seen shit, man. You ain't seen motherfucker bust open like a watermelon. Motherfucker got brain matter, all type of blood clots and shit.
Your heart ripped out of your body, still beating.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, help me. Yeah.
Shut up.
Step over that nigga. Oh, look at the little pretty bitch. Walking over that hoe. That's why I say all the time, the Lord is grooming his men to get in that hard body Conan man, give them the fuck, man. That's right. You see some dead babies and fuck it, man. I'm keep going wherever the Lord got in my mind to go. You know? Fuck these people, man.
Man, up in New York and New Jersey, there are constant stories coming out about dudes just stomping women out. Like there was a street camera in the subway. He asked the chick something. She got a man. She ignored him or something. Ran, hit her, and
Hey, it's coming. It's already here. It's already here, man. I'm just saying in the hard body spirit of what we're gonna see. We're gonna see things and not give a fuck, man.
yeah,
I'm saying I ain't gonna bat an eye.
The Book of Eli.
Yeah.
Stay on that path.
exactly.
Yeah, I ain't trying to help nobody in that day. Can you help me, my baby? My man. Fuck that baby, man.
You
Yeah,
baby.
they're gonna my dog. Fuck that at your daughter, nigga.
They're gonna throw the baby at the troops on the truck, and the troop is just gonna throw it back at them. Yeah, that man.
Eat him, cold up in that. He done drunk 2015 Budweiser.
It's about that time.
Like we said earlier, it's the kind of shit that go on down here in Louisiana like that.
Easy.
Demonic shit, bro.
He goes to his boat, and we got the boats out.
He gonna run in that water now and then. He dropping fast. He gonna clean that fucking
Big
water.
boom down there.
Get in my shit and roll right past
Yeah,
it. I ain't see it.
I ain't seen nothing.
Hey, that Conan spirit, fuck it, he's dead already. I can't do anything.
Yep, it is. You see,
It reminded me of this real quick. It reminded me of this movie where this dude killed another dude, and his friend's looking over him, and the one guy walks by and says, "What are you gonna do? You gonna give him mouth to mouth?"
Yeah,
Let's keep this shit, man.
keep moving. Yep, it is. It says, and there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down.
Yeah, we see it get bust wide open, man. We ain't playing Dr. Phil around this bitch. All right, we ain't gonna be out here talking to you niggas, man, in the cold. All right, fuck that, man.
Breaking down the scripture.
Well, you know, you gotta sit here and deal with Keisha. Fuck Keisha. All right, we in that spirit now, man. Hey man, we hope the Lord tomorrow, tonight.
Now you kind of something.
Yeah, shit right now, we ain't gotta be on the block cussing at you niggas, man. We've been doing this for too long. We ready for the Lord to just cut out, hit the green light, man. All right? Stop holding back the wings and let them go, man. Fuck it, man.
Hold the tongue no more.
Yeah, I'm ready for my roof. Tongue to clean the mouth from my mouth. Hell, my shit been ready.
Jeremiah 15, when they ask you, what do we do? Hey, to the sword, to the dogs, the tear, to the death, to the death, to the sword, to the sword, to the famine, to the famine.
We're telling you good luck.
Good luck.
That's all. Good luck. No such thing as that. We don't deal. Yeah, Godspeed, my man.
Hey, shalom,
Shalom,
family.
I'm ready.
Them Israelite niggas, we're gonna hit that shalom.
Yeah. Good Lord. What about y'all? What about y'all?
Jay, ready for that tongue to cleave to the
Y'all can't
mouth, man.
Hey, what can I do?
Y'all ain't helping.
Real.
Y'all gonna be on vacation.
Our love.
Say that 16:24. It says, there shall be no man left to till the earth and to sow it. The trees shall give fruit, and who shall gather them?
And we went into earlier. Ain't gonna be no, we talk about the farmers, ain't gonna be no goddamn farmers. Ain't gonna be no motherfucking people tilling the ground and harvesting and cutting grass and shit. All this shit gonna be overgrown. All right? Trees gonna be overgrown. All throughout this shit is gonna be a damn battlefield, man. You niggas play Warzone 2.0, but these cities gonna turn into that, man.
Shit, I Am Legend, especially The Last of Us, where the cities are overgrown, and you gotta sneak through the.
They got that shit on the division shit. They gave division.
Oh yeah.
It tells the tale of what's gonna happen in Last of Us. And you can take all that zombie shit out the way and put real people back in like this. How it's gonna be?
You gotta sneak around in the, and it's only like a few people you run into in the whole city. You gotta collect shit, make shit.
You got about 20 bullets in your gun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
that's how it's
bitch
gonna be.
jams.
That's how it's gonna be. And some of you stay in these little small remote towns all throughout Louisiana, throughout the states, wherever you at. You might, I'm serious, you might see a person in 5 months. And when you do encounter him, you ain't gonna encounter him in the right way. You gonna try to kill his ass. You gonna try to kill you.
Hey, they had
I'm ready to do one of these right now in the back. And watching nigga, he getting eaten alive.
Yeah.
Keep on going, man.
They had a character in The Walking Dead. He said, if somebody, where we at right now, if somebody approaches me without a gun on them, pointing at me, if somebody approaches me with a smile, that's the person you gotta worry about.
Yeah. Because we already putting our mind there, man. Really, our mind, the men of the Lord mind is already in Jacob's trouble. Locked and loaded, tuned. I'm already prepared to see a crazy bitch with a leg across eating somebody's guts, man. Eating somebody's stomach out, man. I'm talking about just all of the niggas, intestines and shit. Eating. You know, my baby, look what they did to me. No?
Yeah.
That's where we at. Well,
It says, the grapes shall ripen, and who shall tread them? For all places shall be desolate of men.
you hear that? All places, man. A-L-L. All places. Gonna be desolate with men. Right? The first couple of days, chaos. The first week, chaos. Then you go into that second week, you're gonna start seeing a dramatic drop. Because what happens the first 4 days? All that food in the icebox get darting out, motherfuckers rushing to throw it on the grill. Then everything from the next week really slows down. That month, motherfuckers, you hear the gunshot slows down. And it's really just it's gonna be crazy, man.
On top of blackouts, all
Oh, yeah.
power out, no fuel.
And like we said before, the reason why Esau is doing his rolling blackout is for Project Zeta.
Zypher.
All right, they're gonna come around trying to snatch. A lot of you people, this is another blackout. They snatch. Your neighbor didn't snatch this nigga up. You ain't gonna see him no more.
Like, bingo on everybody.
Bingo. That's what they've been doing it for. All right, they're getting you people probed and prone to it. Esau coming out in the wee hours of the morning, late at night, man.
You're digging that deep sleep.
Yep.
Dressed like a fucking some out of the Space Force, man.
Like a thief in the night.
Yeah. Some shit that shoots 600 rounds a minute. 1,600 rounds a minute, man. He ain't coming to play with you niggas. You bitch sound like waltzes, man. It's a bunch of bees, man.
We got a spiritual switch on it.
Yeah.
Damn.
Spiritual switch on it.
Yeah. Got a demon on that gun. For real.
Lord have mercy. Verse 27 to 28.
Brother, wow.
It says, so that one man shall desire to see another and to hear his voice.
Yeah. You ain't gonna hear that nigga voice, man. For real. You gonna be a guy that you gonna be in tune with watching shit from afar. What they doing? It's gonna be going out of the fucking way, man. You really want to learn to move at night. You move around in daytime and shit. Move around at nighttime, man.
And that quiet is something different. I remember back when I was in high school during one of these hurricanes, the power was out, lights were, all you had was the moonlight, and I was driving back to my house. Like, nobody was talking in the houses, and it was just,
Eerie.
yeah, you wanted to hear something because it was that quiet.
Oh, hear that can, always that skirt move, that fucking, that stupid ass empty can. Ugly ass cat, you know? It's gonna get like that, man. It's gonna get like that. So we prepare, our minds are prepared now, man. It's just going through the physical thing, man. Go ahead.
Last verse. Verse 28. For of a city there shall be 10 left.
Ooh, you hear that? It's over what? I think it's 500, 800,000 people here in New Orleans. Just imagine that number dropping down to 10 people. That's how it's gonna be. And we hope that those 10 or 20 people is the brothers, man. Everybody else.
Everybody that's here right now.
Yeah,
It's the 10 and 20 people.
We don't care. And it's gonna be like that for some brothers in some different cities. It's gonna be like that. You walk through these buildings right now, it's gonna be pitch black, and all of them, like them buildings up there, you might have an Edomite or two waving the flag. Help me! Die. Fuck you, man. You gotta keep going. You gotta.
What was the last hurricane that hit?
Ida.
Ida. Coming back to the city, you remember that?
Oh,
The whole
yeah.
city was black. That was some different territory that I haven't been in my life. That being in the city blacked out.
This is the first time I've ever seen the Arabs on top of the roof of their stores with guns and shotguns and shit. Man. So people already in that purge like mind frame, man. You know? Ready to fuck up some shit, you know? We just, like I said, we just waiting for the ball to drop. It's him. The shortest is everything him.
When he bent the bullet all the way, take it all the way through.
One event was
Black Swan.
this one single event is gonna domino all type of other shit that happen, man. Instantly. You know, like I said, brothers gotta find a system, a way to still communicate, because they gonna shut the phone lines, the phones and shit that you think you got. Oh, I could just call a brother, that shit gonna come to an end. Y'all just gonna have to have that telekinesis. Hey, I know where you at, you know where I'm at, how I'm moving. That's important.
Sometimes you be thinking about a brother, and the brother call you up like,
Right.
hey, many miraculous things are about to take place.
Yeah, so you gotta be in tune. Definitely gotta be in tune. This shit gonna be like no other, man. All right, it's gonna be like no motherfucking other, man.
Was it?
That was it.
Yeah. That last little bit. It says, for of a city there shall be 10 left, and 2 of the field, which shall hide themselves in the thick groves, and in the clefts of the rocks.
Keep going.
As in an orchard of olives upon every tree, there are left 3 or 4 olives.
Keep going.
Or as when a vineyard is gathered, there are left some clusters of that diligently seek through the vineyard. Even so in those days, there shall be 3 or 4 left by them that search their houses with the sword.
And so it's their house. They be hunters out here. Yeah.
Yep. And they did that on that movie Contagious, man. They started breaking the houses, and you see them flashing.
Hey, American Blackout.
Yeah.
They were breaking into that high rise in the Edomite chick was like, hey, what are you?
They looked up.
With the can, and the last thing you see was them dudes with ski masks on, grabbing her, taking her off, and that's where her story ended in that story.
We waiting on that Bushwick state, man.
Yes.
We needed to get it. We needed to be totalitarian out here, man. Yeah. Then the Lord gonna come get us, man.
We come into a time.
He gonna come get us, man.
Them same motherfucking characters you play on Call of Duty, niggas all them fucking goggles and the niggas coming. Them niggas come to your house. Ghosts and shit. So
Roach, Reznor, oh my God, Reznor, Mason.
yeah. Them niggas come to your shit, man. Talking on that motherfucking mic and shit. This room hit all the roof and shit. You hide in the room, hide in the attic. Yeah, they gonna bowl us around, man. You hear that? Yeah. That's how niggas be, man. That's how that be. For real. I'm gonna hide. Bitch, shut up. You up there hiding?
One crack up there, you want to
Yeah, you don't let that all go. You throw that bitch back. That nigga got a 60 piece in that bitch with fries. Nigga let that all go. Oh, that too. I be, you know, my mind go there. That's why I say I be.
Yeah. Yeah. In that military mind. People say be as pilgrims upon earth, man. When you ready to the battle.
Mask on, nigga, paint on his fucking face. Fucking mic, nigga talking on the mic through the headset. Big ass book sack. level 4 fucking vest and shit, man. Yeah.
That too.
This nigga might be looking through some thermal shit, see all the walls and shit.
They got that.
I don't know, nigga, he hugged over the book. he crying, she ain't crying, he's nigga crying.
He crying.
I got 2. Think on that bitch, I got 2. Bitch ass nigga, he crying. 410, kill him first. Kill you first. I am the target. That's all last thing you hear. Spirit world. You in the spirit world, man.
Wait.
Flag, out of
And your boy,
Lord, the Most High gonna stand. Back in the line. Lord, we bringing them in that day.
Yeah. There will be a lot of them there.
Come on. Hey, kicking your ass and the sandwich drop. Hey, drop my sandwich. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. You
No,
fucking
no,
around,
man,
but hey,
I-
but that's how it gonna go, man. The Lord's gonna open them chambers of souls. The Lord's gonna open the doors. Souls gonna be running in this bitch, man. It's the spirit world. Lord about to start killing shit, man, at a rapid rate. You know? That was it. You had that.
I got it. Yes, definitely. I can read this all day. What?
So we ended on that, man.
Hit to the punch, brother. Hit to the punch, brother.
It's Nahum 3, and I start from the top. Right? It says, woe to the bloody city. Right? It says, woe to the bloody city. It is all full of lies and robbery. Right? The prey departeth not. Right? And the Lord said he's going to rise up to the prey. Right? It says, the noise of a whip and the noise of the rattling of the wheels, which this was a future prophecy going to, I know, vehicles on the streets, this happening. All that shit going to slow down to a halt, man. Okay? And the prancing of horses and the jumping of chariots. Ain't gonna see no more airplanes in the sky or fucking helicopters landing. It's gonna be over with. You gonna notice.
Yeah, Nahum was, like the brother said, Nahum was seeing the future. Jumping in chariots is talking about airplanes. You see an airplane on the runway going, it was like a chariot that jumped from the ground into the air. He was just seeing it. All right, jumping up chariots. Go ahead.
The horseman lifted up both the bright sword and the glittering spear. And there is a multitude slain.
Uh-oh.
Right, with that missile talking, that glittering spear talking about this. And a great number of carcasses, and there is none end of their corpses.
You hear that? When that day comes, there's gonna be no end of dead bodies, man. All right, it's gonna be carcasses on top of carcasses, man. You might be running through how you gonna just slip on blood, nigga fainting and shit.
Bodily fluid.
Yeah. Juices, shit, piss everywhere.
Parasites all over.
Yeah. Maggots and shit on the nigga.
So,
That's how it's gonna be, man.
Ain't gonna be no bodies in graves.
They're gonna be out here.
Somewhere.
Bro, like, it was out for Katrina. Nigga in the water. This is
There
big.
be no funeral.
that shall be cast out
There
as
ain't gonna
dung.
be no funerals in that day, brother.
it says they stumble upon their corpses.
There gonna be so many bodies gonna stumble on them, man. Trip on the bitch. I remember, I don't know if y'all ever played this one shit called Homefront. There was a scene on there where niggas snatch you up. They thought you had to get in the mass grave with dead bodies. So you wake up, imagine waking up, nigga dead on top of your head. You pushing him, pushing the nigga dead body, shit nigga dead just looking at you. That look, blood, that's how it's gonna be. On that new shit. I knew what it is, the story mode on
Modern Warfare.
yeah, Modern Warfare, motherfucker on the ground faking dead, man, motherfucker on
Night Quill. Shit, the first purge.
yeah. This how it's gonna be, man. But the Lord said He gonna make a way for His men to get out of that though, man. The righteous shall scarcely make it.
The same shall be saved.
You should be
Those
so
found written in the book of life.
Yeah. That's why we're not concerned of them that's not in this thing, man. I'm not concerned with cousins and uncles and all that shit. Hey, that's them. It's on their body. They had the same 365 days of the year just as I had to do this, man. For the Lord.
Yeah, prophet have been among them, and they still didn't take heed.
Yeah.
Same internet, same Bible.
They got Kyrie and Yee talking about Israelites.
Go ahead.
Keep on. All right. It's Nahum 3:3 from the middle. It says a great number of carcasses, and there is none end of their corpses. They stumble upon their corpses because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts that selleth nations through her whoredoms and the families through her witchcraft. Talking about America, man.
people drinking of that wine and getting proud and vain and bugged out here. Hey, you wanna live like a whore, you're gonna die like a whore.
Back you up. That's why I said the nations are mad because they want that wine. Now the economy's fucked up, the people fucked up. That's all because they want to trust in America. So when America crashed, everything gonna crash, man.
Yeah, but you wasn't tripping when you was running that tab up though. I just seen a picture today. Fucking back in another picture that said gas was 48 cents. You know how long ago that was?
We was kids. We was fucking
Who even thought about it?
World War II was going on.
48 cents. 48 cents and 48.25 and shit.
And they were complaining that was too hot.
Yeah, man.
America had his right.
That's it.
That's over with.
That was it.
That was it.
Hey, so with that, we hope you're sincere. Akim and I walked out there, were edified by this live lesson, live camp. And again, as always, we're going to give all praises, glory, and infinite honors to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule and teach well, and peace and salutations to you sincere Akim out there pushing this word of truth and sincerity to the four corners of the globe, meaning brothers and to the end. A Baba Ball.
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 Kwame Asharala.
Kwame Asharala.
Shalom.
Shalom.